Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to read Desert Sun by Catherine Mead. And before we read, we will preview our text and kind of make predictions about what we think is happening in our pictures. So in this first picture, I see a lot of cacti. The plural word of cactus is cacti. And these are actually called saguaro cacti. And you can see them in Tucson, Arizona, for starters. When I look at this picture, I see off in the distance, it looks like it could be very windy. That looks like dust storm going on. And this label tells me that this is a little fox. So he must live out here because he's right by that cactus. I see two large cacti here in this picture with some beautiful flowers. Here's a woodpecker. Looks like he's pecked a hole into the side of this cactus. I see a little rat hanging out by some flowers. I see a toad, a red hot fire ant, and a bat. So I'm just assuming all these animals live out here. We're in the desert where it's very hot. And then there's just a summary of the 5 animals that we will learn about. So we're going to go back and read the story. This is the world of the desert. Do you know this world? This is a world filled with sand. The sun is very, very hot in the desert. Remember, this is nonfiction because these are real pictures. So I need to start thinking, what is the main idea and what are my supporting details? It is hot all year. There is not much water. That's a problem. When the wind whips up the sand, the desert is thick with dust. So I was correct. It is windy in this picture. It is hard to be in this place all year, but desert plants and animals find ways to do it. The fox rests in the warm sun. Okay, and there's your label, fox. Okay, so remember, it says there's not much water, but some plants and animals can live here. This is a desert cactus. Its thick stem traps water. So now I know that this cactus can live there in the desert because his stem traps water when it rains, which is not very often. Woodpeckers know how to get water from the cactus. Oh, so he's going to go get his water from the cactus. Thump, thump. They peck into the plant for a drink. This rat is not like other rats. Its body gets water from what it eats. Other rats must drink, but not this desert rat. So this little guy gets his water from the flowers and the little bushes that he eats. How do you think this toad gets water? Its skin can trap water. When it's hot, this toad digs a hole. So his skin traps the water, and then he goes down in his little hole, and that keeps him moist and from drying out. So all these animals have adaptations or ways they've learned to survive in the desert. Red fire ants like it hot. They whiz in and out of the warm sand. But look out for them. These ants can sting. These desert bats hide from the big yellow sun all day. They wait for the sun to set. Then you can see them catch bugs. So he's pretty smart. He lays low during the day while it's super hot and only comes out at night. There is no other place in the world like this desert. It's hot, but desert plants and animals like it just fine. So if we were to talk about the main idea of this story, it is about how plants and animals survive in the desert and how they get their water. And then the details are facts such as this cactus stores the water in his stem. This woodpecker gets his water from the cactus. This rat gets his water from the flowers that he eats or the plants and bushes. This toad stores water in his skin and then goes underground. Fire ants just like it hot. It doesn't really tell us how he gets his water though. And then the bats come out at night when it's cooler. So main idea and details are your text structure for nonfiction.